I wonder how many people can do that. So today we're going to Lama Zopa or Guru Puja. I'm sure most people may have done in the past, Guru Puja. Some maybe first time to attend. Extremely sorry, I haven't started yet the Lama Tsonga, the Khasa, Guru Yoga of Lama and Tsongkhapa. I will begin. But all those what I spoke, it does become basis or become a reason why you need to practice Guru Yoga. Why there's need. You understand more basis, the basis, Lamrim, then you know more reason utmost important to practice Guru Yoga. So that's very, very important. Is that book Dharma book or not? This is where you put the mala on the top. It's not Dharma book, then you can put. It's very common to put mala on the text. Mala over the text. But that's good to know. One time we went to see His Holiness. He was there, Pero was there. He was there. He brought some brochure to offer to His Holiness to show some brochure, I don't know. Put there. So stupa. So stupa was put on the brochure in English. So he put the stupa on top of the brochure in the front of His Holiness on the table. So there was me, there was who else? There was a few other people. I didn't happy with that. It was very many years ago. Then His Holiness took it out from the brochure. Stupa took it out from that. Just I'm giving some some story. But generally, well, you see, generally you can't put even statue on the. You can't put even statue. Yes, you object, wholly object respect, but you can't put on the Dharma text, even the statue. Besides glasses or malas, it's very common. Once you don't know the karma, or you don't remember the karma, or the very basic, part of the refuge practice, refuge bow, refuge practice. Since you don't read the Lamrim, the very basic, if you don't read it, you don't know them. It's very common to put the glass or malas on the Dharma. But if there's a wind blowing the text, that's different reason. That's different reason. Then to put things on top, they're different. Because the wind danger to blow away. So that's there's a need to see, to keep them. That's different. Otherwise you can't just put even the statue on that, or statue on the Dharma text. So no way to put glass or malas. You can't put that. That's very common. Once you don't think, don't remember the beginning of very basis of Lamrim about refuge practice. Refuge practice, three things to do: Kakbalabja, Develabja, Kakbalabja, three things to stop, to abandon, three things to practice. So, very important to know these things, and the general advice, general advice, so it's good to know. And especially if you're taking refuge, the Buddha Dharma Sangha. I don't have to go through every details now, but anyway, just I'm just saying that because you don't read, you don't study those things, then you don't know. Then even though you're studying very elaborate, philosophy there, Parnavatika, or the Pradana Paramita, or Madhamika, or others. But then you see, so then those things you don't know, then you create a lot of mistakes in daily life. So much disrespect to the Dharma, Sangha, the holy objects, and so many negative karma, obscuration of the mind. Disrespect. The disrespect is not because they want to be respected. No. It's you obscure your mind. That's the main reason. You obscure your mind, affect your mind in negative way. So that's the main reason. So there was one story. There was raining. There was a statue in outside. So the raining much. So the person is worried. Buddhists know how to protect so much rain, get wet, and so person worried so much. So person didn't have anything, but he took off shoes. He took off the shoes and put on the Buddha's head, the statue. Buddha on his head, his shoes. Because what's raining? Because worried about Buddha being wet, the statue. So that, so. And then later, when the rain stopped, somebody came along and said, "Oh, somebody put shoes on Buddha's holy body." The statue, then he took it off. So that time, of course, there was no need because the rain stopped. So I think the story, both the story is meant to be correct because there was a reason. Because raining, so I think he was worried. He didn't have anything with the took off shoes on Buddha. So I think the story went both correct. But later, there was no reason to have the covers, so then he took it off. So that's good. I think it's something like that story. But anyway, so can't do like that. So you have to know those things. You have to learn those things. Three things by taking refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha. Three things to abandon, which obscures your mind, which become obstacle to general realization of the path to nirvana, path to enlightenment in your heart. So so big obstacle for that. So it causes that. So then, three things to practice. So need to know, need to read, learn, and must practice. So they're very common, become very common to put a mala on the glasses on the text. It's very common, become very common. So that time don't maybe I haven't read or don't not everybody, but just many maybe as well. Haven't noticed or maybe I forgot or I'm not sure. She said that was very simple, very this thing, first thing to know that and then carrying the Dharma book with the cushion, cushion, then carry the Dharma book together like this, or this practice. And they pollute your mind. Worst pollution, that or to maybe especially in the West, walk over the Dharma books, walk over the Dharma books. In the Dharma book, there, prayer Dharma book, which shows. True suffering, true cause suffering, true cessation, true path. Not only that, then the path to full enlightenment, minor sutra and minor tantra, quick path to enlightenment, and the qualities of Buddha, qualities of Buddha. That shows. So then you see that's so that which helps you to that, to refrain from samsara, from the lower realm, from the spiritual, lower nirvana, to bring enlightenment. So this, you see, so then you walk over Dharma was very good. Then it pollutes your mind, so you shouldn't do like that. For example, during the or you see during the talk time, giving the talk, and then people don't really, I'm not careful with the Dharma books, step over. So things like that, and then you see when especially puja, prayer time, then the person, spiritual coordinator, and they put the books, Dharma books, on the floor, on the cushion, not on the table, but over the cushion. Before people come, Dharma books on the cushion systems. Many people do that. Many do that who doesn't know the practice. Refuge practice. So that's a very basic thing to know. If you want to develop your mind in meditation, Dharma practice, if you want to understand Dharma and you want to practice, you want to develop the realization, if you want to do that, then you should not create the obscuration for that. You shouldn't create the obstacle for that. So that's what happens. And pollutes the mind, your mind. So the putting Dharma books on the cushion, that kind of shows, not understanding the refuge practice, a very basic practice, and not understanding, and maybe I don't know, maybe don't think normally, maybe forgot, or I'm not sure. But basically, normally they're not understanding, so it doesn't have much of those topics to explain or, to read, or it doesn't have much. So then, if you realize then disrespect to holy objects, and then create much negative karma, obscuration to your mind. That happens. So that. But this is not Western people. This one, what I'm going to mention, that is more the Eastern kind of Tibetan also, but others. So they see. When you read many pages, then you turn the page, and you put your lips. You put your not lip. You put your speech. You put your speech like this, and, then you turn the page. Those become habit. So. Kyabje Ling Rinpoche previous life at Darjeeling, there's a Gum monastery. There's a monastery. There's two Gum, old Gum monastery. I think maybe built by Indian government or something. I'm not sure. There's something, but that is not used by the monks. Geshe's monastery. That's the other. Maybe Ngakos or maybe the Nyingma monks, they live there, some change. And then there's New Gom Monastery, down by the road. After you cross the train station, Gum train station, then you come to it. Then monastery is the end of the road. Road is up, monastery and below. So I stayed there, lived there many times with my teacher who brought me from Tibet, who became a monk in the Trauma. I became a monk in Tibet, Geshe's monastery, Geshe, which is a monastery, Tungakamba. So it's branches. There are few branches of monasteries around Kashang, Darjeeling, some nearby, you see, above Siliguri. There are few monasteries. So I haven't seen some of those. So branches of Geshe's monastery, Tungakamba, I became a monk in Tibet. Ling Rinpoche was there because his hand to the aspect of rheumatism. So he was there 6 months. Rinpoche was to have treatment from doctor. So the Rinpoche gave teachings, and the Rinpoche explained those things. Those things using the training pages, district, they create commentary about the lower realm, hell realm, things. Those should be abandoned. But it's, they're not in the West, but it is they're usually in the Tibetan world, although the eastern part, or things like that, or Ling, which I mentioned also, not only Tibet, but even newspapers. Newspapers, you can't use to clean the table. The Rinpoche use advice. You can't use the newspaper to clean the tables, because there's no toilet paper in the bathroom, in the monastery. For the monks, there's no toilet paper there, so they don't do that. So then Rinpoche said, using newspaper in toilet. They carry newspaper, so Rinpoche said, can't do that. even it's not Tibetan letter. You see, so that can't use. But of course, you see, English, of course, is used in the road and the shoes and everywhere. It's everywhere is used. So one time his son has taught also in the cultural initiation with Gaya. So there's not much choice. The Tibetan much less. But I don't know when the Tibet get independence. And the common people, if they don't know about refuge practice, then they might use the Tibetan word like the English everywhere, on the floor everywhere. And then the mark they have on the marker, they have, but then the danger might use like English, who don't know refuge practice. So, I try to, if there's choice, and I try to not walk. Try to not walk on top and kind of underestimate. How to say? Underestimate.
Advertisement.
No. Kind of without any respect, or sort of just walk. So I try, but you see, I try to go around the choice or the sometimes probably not always, but success, but think that you're going underneath. Even though you're driving car, or you're going on that, but you think you're going underneath. So even something, Tibetan text or some. Say you have to walk, you have to go, and there's a letter. Then there's a mantra to recite, and then you think you are going underneath. Not a kind of disrespect or kind of not like that. Where you're going underneath, and there's a Atma Hum. So you recite. For example, the same thing with the shadow. There's pressure. There's a holy stupa. In the shadow, you can't just walk all like that. Disrespect. So they pollute your mind. Besides the Lord, So you go underneath. You think you're going underneath the shadow, under the shadow, and then recite the mantra Ambazar Veka Atma Hum. So recite that mantra. Or if there's a guru's shadow, you have to know that you can't walk. So you have to go through. If you have no choice, you go then. You think you're going underneath, and there is this mantra. Or some as you see prayer flags. There's many mantras as holy words, mantras. So the shadow of that, then shadow of that. So you go. We think you're going underneath. And there is this mantra. Even you don't know by heart the mantra, but at least you think you're going to respect, mental respect. So at least like that. So one time in Delhi, Tishita, not a Tishita, daily Tushita celebration. So many years he's only did teaching or daily Tushita celebration. So many years. The recent time, some of the years were stopped. It didn't happen. But again started each year he's only teaching. Sometimes initiation. Initiation was one time. The company is on us, not we request. So that different places, teaching was done by different places. Recently was Ashoka Hotel. It went extremely well. Recent time. So I think that there was 13 embassy, as well the different countries embassy. That and yeah, so many important people came there and like that. So yeah, one of the time, so I was holding the incense. Then I was holding the incense. The shadow was there, on the way. Near the steps going up, so his shadow was there. So I was trying to not step off the step, the shadow of his own holy body. So I was, trying to not go over the shadow. Oh, he's doing. Oh, what are you doing? And then one thing was in Delhi there was one place school. I think school was something. Then when it comes, the path is quite narrow. So I was all this guy, then quite squeezed. It's kind of squeezed, you see. He saw the holy body with the long path is very narrow. So I feel bad. So anyway, I said, all of that. Okay, just sorry, elaborated, but then when we do prayer or commitment or something, then you fall asleep. Then the head goes on top of the prayer. The prayer, you see. Then when you fall asleep, your head goes on top of the prayer. So that's a very common, much negative common disrespect. The pollute their mind to understand Dharma, to have realization. So I have to be careful. I also many times, text around, then sleeping, then it goes into the page, into the head. So pollute your mind. Okay, all right. What was that? So Guru Puja, okay. So Guru Puja, Lama Zopa, we said in Tibetan Lama Zopa, in Sanskrit, Guru Puja. Puja means this here, Guru Puja. Puja is not the result. The main thing is pleasing the Guru. The meaning of Guru Puja means pleasing the Guru. That the real meaning that pleasing the Guru. In Tantra, Lanlan Doji Ongruwe Gyule, Lanlan Doji Bajapani, Lanlan Doji Ongruwe Gyule. The Tantra text major Tantra text, the Bajapani initiation. Living Chini in Densum, Junior Nayang Sumecha. Living Chini in Densum, Junior Nayang Sumecha. In Densum, Mundu, Junior Son, Mematum. So that's the same. Reflect the quality of the Guru. Don't think at all the mistakes of Guru. If you reflect the quality, you achieve realization. And never think of the quality, never think of the mistakes. If you think the mistakes, then become obstacle to achieve realization for you to achieve enlightenment. So therefore, to never think the mistakes of the Guru. In the age of that's so. I mean, there's sorry. I just remember the quotation, but so that's the pleasing. So if you engage in your body, spirit, mind, engage in the what pleases Guru, then you see. Actually, then able to achieve, purify the negative karmas collected from beginningless birth. The greatest purification, and they collect most extensive merit of karma. And then that's the quickest way to achieve realization, or the path to enlightenment. And that's the quickest way to achieve enlightenment. The total cessation of obscuration, completion of all the realizations, Sangye, Buddhahood. That means the quickest way to free the sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to a full enlightenment. Quickest way. So, like that. So, You have to keep it in the mind. Keep it in the mind. So most important. Although without talking thousand words, the key thing, all that if you want to know, all that power object of merit, outside people, then your parent, your father, mother, as a more powerful object of collective merit. If you do any criticizing the parent, or any insult or beat or whatever, then it becomes so heavy. Then you say outside people. Then you do outside people. They dislike parents because of the kindness. This life, you see, you are born for that, and the kindness. So then more powerful than that is more powerful than that is the ordained ones, nuns, monks, ordained, more powerful than parents. To collect merit by making offering, also criticism or the negative mind criticism or the anything, then the karma is very heavy. Negative karma is very heavy. Then if you do some kata service or the kata offerings or the good karma is very powerful, more powerful than the parents. Now the arhat, arhat, free from some actualized the ultimate truth, directly perceiving emptiness, wisdom directly perceiving, and then cessation of the suffering. The arhat, so the one arhat is more powerful. If you offer service or make offering, or if you do some disrespect or some harm, the karma is so much heavier than the ordinary sangha. Now the numberless arahatas, then one bodhisattva who actualized bodhicitta, renounced self-changing thought, actualized bodhicitta. So you see, it is mentioned that. By looking at the bodhisattva who actualized bodhicitta today, even very new bodhisattva. So you look at the bodhisattva with the negative way, with the milo ta, milo ta. No. Milo tawa. No, what eye? Like this. How's it?
You say stink eye.
Huh?
Stink eye.
What? Huh?
Stink eye.
Sting eye.
Stink eye.
Scowling.
Glaring. So glaring to a bodhisattva, to a bodhisattva glaring, then it's like three realms: desire realm, formless realm, formless realm, desire realm, the desire realm. You see, the eyeball, you see, taken out. The negative karma is so heavy that desire realm formed the eyeball taken out like that. That much heavy negative karma. If you glare to a bodhisattva who has generated bodhicitta, Just now, you see. Just now, this today, even the Buddhism. So the karma, so unbelievable. So if you look at with the devotion, if you look at Bodhisattva, with the devotion, with the calm mind, with devotion mind, look at the Bodhisattva, you look at that. Then you see, good karma is so powerful. Like you gave the eye to the desire realm, I think 3 realms, or you give the eye to the desire realm, form realm. In the numberless beings, you see, you give the eye. You give the eye, you give the eye to all those beings, you get like that. Merit you collect. You understand? Merit, that much merit you collect. Just amazing, like that. So now, after this, Buddha. So one Buddha, then the numberless Bodhisattvas, one Buddha. So if you, and disrespect or any, criticize when the disrespect. So you then negative karma is so much heavier than numberless Bodhisattvas. You do the harm or criticize whatever. So then if you do make an offering or service, whatever, just little praise or good karma, so happy, so not heavy. The good karma is so unbelievable great. So then during that service, whatever, to the numberless Bodhisattva. So then after this guru, so I'm telling you that how that's the most powerful object, most powerful object to collect merit, good karma. And then if you do if you get angry, heresy, angry 1 second to guru, and then it's got angry heresy to all the numberless Buddhas. You got heresy, angry to numberless Buddha. Oh, you create negative karma, heavy negative karma. It is said in the outline. As you get angry, how many seconds, how many split seconds you get angry, and then that many shortest second, I'm angry, then that many eons, and then you suffer in the hell realm, and that many number of eons, how many seconds you get angry, and that many eons of merits. Past merit collected, destroyed. And the third, also the realizations, what you're going to achieve tomorrow, realize emptiness or Buddhist or whatever, then put off, get delayed for thousand eons, all things like that. It is said, and the outline eons, one eon is said, if you get angry, heresy 1 second to the guru, but then of course the Shantideva mentioned in the Bodhisattva, if you get angry to a Bodhisattva in one second, in 1 second, there it says, Kawa Tong Sava is Dan Deshe Choro, Kiji Jumberche. So for 1,000 eons you collected merit, by having made charity to the sentient beings, or made offering to the Buddhas. Or then one angry to Bodhisattva, you don't know Bodhisattva, but who is a Bodhisattva? You see, you get angry for 1 second, then 1,000 years you collect merit, having made charity to the sentient beings, made offering to Buddhas. They get destroyed. They get destroyed. 1,000 eons of merit, made offering, made charity, get destroyed. Then you see that if you apply, then of course that Bodhisattva, whom you get into Buddha, then of course that's Buddha, then there's Guru. Then there could be millions eons of million eons of them. Merit to get destroyed and to be reborn in the hell realm, suffer for that many eons, and the realizations get broken. So will be like that, according to Shindideva's advice. The in Buddha chapter. I'm here to give the idea of the, because of your Dharma connection. So that Dharma, that Guru, you have connection, Guru disciple, the Dharma connection. Then there is a most powerful one for you to collect merit, by obtaining advice, offering service, then one is offering, then to collect merit to achieve enlightenment, then make an offering. So that's the time to pray is finished.
We can do puja till 8, then have a break, and then do the teaching.
What?
And then end with the song.
To puja and then.
Now we could start the puja.
Yeah. What?
We can start the puja now till 8.
Then?
Tea break.
Then?
Then we do teaching, and then finish with song.
Then we sleep. Then we sleep here. I don't remember word by word, but the story. Well, it's just a question of telling now or telling that, but telling next year. To not remember, to not forget. This is very important for your knowledge. So I don't know. I think maybe 13th Dalai Lama, or the previous his own Dalai Lama. 13th Dalai Lama, I think. I don't think it's the 50th Dalai Lama. Don't remember. Maybe 13th Dalai Lama, I think. So what happened is so there's a Geshe, who finished studying the sutra, there's a Geshe from Debung Monastery. So it's his own Dalai friend who talks everything straight. So it usually makes his own very happy, I think. So his name, but I don't remember his name, Geshe's name. So the Geshe asked his owners, where, if I die, where I will be reborn. So his owner said, you will be born as you will be born a cow with blue horns. Said you will be born a cow. You will be immediately born cow, blue horns. You will be born immediately cow, and with the blue horns. So he laughed. Geshe laughed. How can I be born blue? How can I be born a cow with blue horns? Not cow, I think ox. Ox. So blue horns. How can I be born immediately? Or it takes Katura. First of all, the Patamata, Katukobuleto has have to meet it. Then his mind has been intermediated. There's after the egg and the sperm met, so then like the to bring Padma bring together, get the vision. Then he entered in that and takes 9 months in stomach to develop, you see, and then come out. So it takes a long time. So how can I be born immediately? Cow, the ox with the horn, blue horn. So Geshe laughed, and then it mentioned to his own that's possible. And then his son laughed, and then his son said, oh, now you were born as a monk. You see, but monk, surrounding attendant, surrounding people, attendant, His Holiness. He was born as monk, surrounding person, monk, surrounding person of His Holiness. So His Holiness mentioned, now you were born monk. So then again the Geshe, he laughed and you said now, before you said I was born as an ox with blue horn. Now I didn't do any practice. Purify the karma, I didn't get done any practice. I didn't get to purify that. So now you say immediately, I was born a monk immediately. How is it possible that? He said, the monk told His Holiness. So then His Holiness said, His Holiness said, because he didn't say I'm compassion Buddha. He didn't say, but I have a blessing. I have a blessing of compassion Buddha. Generation Avalokitesvara. His Holiness says embodiment of compassion Buddha. That is, you see, that's Benjamin, which is the Amitabha Buddha. So that's come. So I have a blessing of, because I have blessing of Avalokitesvara, and so you made me laugh, you made me happy. You made me happy, made His Holiness laugh, because he talked straight to His Holiness. So laugh. So because His Holiness pleased, His Holy Mind pleased. So you see that his negative karma to born as an ox with the blood completely purified in 10 minutes. You understand? In that minute, completely, many 100,000 processions, many 100,000 this and that. Just there within that minute, because matter is on to laugh, So please laugh. So his karma, negative karma, reborn ox, it's purified just there within that minute. And then he was ever born as a monk, surrounding monk to his honest. You see, you understand? All this, because he made his honest happy. You see, pleased his holy mind. All of that. So then, because he's a disciple of he's a disciple of his honest. Also the Dharma connection. So because that power, as I mentioned, as I went through with Guru, how that has the most powerful object to collect merit. So therefore here, so he's his own disciple. So but pleasing his own as just there, his negative karma, heavy negative karma, to born Lord, image purified right within that minute. Within that minute, and then he's able to be born as a monk. So that is don't explain the reasons. All like that. So that we should keep in the mind. So all like that. So you see, that's a story. That's the example story. But you see, generally, then you have to relate that whoever once a virtual friend has to receive Dharma connection, they say teaching, receiving, even Oma Hung Lung, or even a commentary or Lung, or even to the words Lung, or all transformation, or the commentary, whatever, or then one subject disciple, that's Guru, so with that Guru disciple recognition. Then is Dharma connection with even to the words Lung or commentary, so all that. So you see then, so that person or that is more your life most powerful. I mean, if you do anything negative, it's the most powerful negative karma. But anything positive, you do then there's a most powerful merit you collect. So. All like that, you see, that, so like that, unbelievable, if you know how to practice Dharma, if you understand the point, how most important, the pleasing the Guru, the Guru puja or they say pleasing the Guru, or then, that's what so from that you see, from there, then, not only that, but the enlightenment comes. So, total cessation, obscurity, completion, realization. Then you're able to benefit from numberless sentient beings, free them from oceans or some kind of suffering, and bring them to the bring them to the peerless happiness, the full enlightenment. So here, this Guru Puja, this prayers composed by the great enlightened Lama, Bangalore, Choe, the lineage of the Kyabje Lama, you see. I think, I'm not sure, the first one is Jawa in Sabah, and then the second or third, maybe third, I'm not sure. Bangalore, Choe, who composed this Lama Chapa. And then you see, this is the you see, contains Guru Puja, the Guru Yoga meditation by Indian great Pandit the Telopa, Naropa tradition, Salaha, so many great Indian Pandits who achieved enlightenment, the Guru Yoga, what they practice, the content in that, in this. Then Mahabharata, so many great yogis from Tibet who became enlightened. Or the Guru Yoga, what made them to be Guru Yoga, what made them those many ancient Indian Pandits, yogis, made enlightened. So all the Guru Yoga practice is content here. And then what Guru Yoga practice, what made many Tibetan great yogis, the yogis, many enlightened, like Mahabharata, so but many enlightened Tibet. Or there's a content here in this practice. So up to now, already who achieved enlightenment, feels happiness quickly by practicing Tantra or the Guru Yoga, or the everything content here. So this is not just only sutra. This is practice Tantra. And not just the Khe Tantra, Chai Tantra, Antar, Mantra Yoga Tantra. This is Mana Yoga Tantra, the highest Tantra practice. Also like that. So this what gives enlightenment, to be able to achieve enlightenment. That's why quickest way to cease the obscuration, the wrong concepts, the obscurations, including the obscuration, the subtle obscurations, imprint, and so forth. And then achieve all the realizations. The quickest way, the highest Tantra. So this contents, this unbelievable. Then not only that, and then also the fundamental practice, Lamrim or Lojong, Lamrim, great path to enlightenment, and also particular Lojong, the obstacles, unfavorable conditions, obstacles you utilize in the path to into happiness. In the path to happiness, in the path to enlightenment. Not only you achieving enlightenment, all the sentiments to achieve peerless happiness, full enlightenment for that. Okay? Okay, that's all. Yeah. So even listening the words, it leaves a positive imprint on our mind. A very, very most precious holy teaching words leaves positive imprint, even by listening, reading. So like that. So like that. Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with LC2.
the translation of the 10 innermost jewels. Huh?
It's in the Lama Zopa.
Yeah, we have on the screen. Oh, you remember?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I mentioned the other day, I think 2 days ago, this is a very important subject. This is the foundation for practicing renunciation, bodhicitta, emptiness. This is the foundation for Tantra, for the taught by Buddha, Mahayana Tantra. So this, what is Dharma? What is holy Dharma? There's old Dharma and holy Dharma. What is holy Dharma? To understand that. Very, very important. So important to recognize what is Dharma. What is not holy Dharma? What is holy Dharma? What is old Dharma? That's not holy Dharma. Very, very important. So otherwise, you have wrong belief. Oh, I've been practicing Dharma whole life. I've done retreat, I've done this, I've started this. You know, I've been meditating every day. You know, people like to say also, oh, I've been meditating for 30 years, I've been meditating for 40 years. You know, many people like to say. I mean, many people, not everyone, but many people like the title, you know, like the, comment, you know, comment was that. If you make the story, I've been mentioning for so many years, you know, they would like to say that. So anyway, so Nagarjuna said, as I've gone through, Nagarjuna said, in the Kasuri shitting the writing of the friend, Jiden Chemba Nyetang Ma Nyetang, Tadang Mende, Yendang Minyendang, Tome Chike, Jiden Chejebu. Because Tome Chike, Jiden Chejebu, because the last one would remember. Dagi, you remember, Gonyam Ze, Dagi, you remember. Bonyam Ze. And that, because I went through the other day, you know, yeah. So the the 4 desirable objects and 4 undesirable objects, you know. So because you're attached to this, the comfort and this, then dislike to the discomfort also. And you know, so it's related, it's related. So the whole thing, therefore, for desirable object, attached to undesirable object. Therefore, then undesirable object happens. So you suffer. You suffer this, deal with this. If there's attachment, dislike, then you see, so strong. This the main thing as you want to complete, you want to achieve. So then you otherwise what do is suffer, life suffer. That's life. Life finish goes with the suffer in suffering like this, suffering into this, all the time. They finish. They're gone. They didn't get to meet Dharma. Doesn't know how Dharma is holy Dharma is important to meet. Doesn't know. Precious life is gone. The opportunity practice. Didn't know that precious so important to meet. And doesn't know. And if you meet, but doesn't know how that is so important. So then the whole life finishes in suffering without in Dharma happiness. So, Arjuna said, this for desirable, for undesirable, then equalize. Equalize for the mind. So they are not object, you see, attached to, or this, and because attachment, then dislike. And you see, not object of mind. You remember, equalized. Those two are equalized. That is equalized. So that is, you see, extremely pure Dharma. Pure Dharma practice. Extremely pure Dharma practice. That is. So I'll look at more information. Extremely pure Dharma, extremely pure Dharma. So I remember that during my Guru Lama Yeshe's time, he asked Geshe, is one of his best friends, Baksa, where I lived 8 years, Assam. Where Mahatma Gandhi was present, where Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru were present. Where Mahatma Gandhi was present, one house surrounded by, through the story, I think barbed wires around and prison. So then later nuns came, nuns lived there for some time, some years. Then they built a new house for them. I think there's only one, there was not only, in the monastery, in the, with prison before, but nothing changed. Just the monks live from Tibet, 1,500. But many monks, many also learned monks, many monks left. Only 1,500, but many monks who knew Dharma, who knew philosophy so well, they left to make road in India and the border, and so they left different parts, and so many of them left with the lay people as well. To make, because the Indian government make road at the borders, because the Chinese, prior to Chinese making war coming. So they so much making road in the borders like that. So much making preparation. So they allowed only 1,500 there to be there. So anyway, I forgot what I'm talking. What did I say? Oh, Geshe stopped in from Sarame. Anybody you know? Anybody knows? I'm not sure. Geshe stopped in from Sarame, where landed in the philosophy, Dhamma. He's not his life very much. And he was one of the Lamas, a friend, a Baksa. So in the house where Gandhiji, Mahatma, Prime Minister Nehru was present, then Sarah, Me and Che, our monks, lived there and also do puja there in the very long house. Lived there and also monks gathered there to puja. So there, so the Lama had three friends. One is Geshe Topten from Sarame, one who learned in Dhamma. Then the other one is one from Drebum Rinpoche, Kachisang Rinpoche. He had been school teacher for Tibetan government school teacher for many years. He was sent to very far places, many years, 40 years. I think he became teacher. Then now he's in Nepal. I didn't meet this time. Now now he's lay. So one is Jatu Rinpoche. Jatu Rinpoche, he lives in America. Jatu Rinpoche, he was a member of the fourth sector. It's Kaju Nyingma, something. Somebody who talks straight. And, so I was on the friend, Lama's friend, Jatu Rinpoche. So this way, Dhamsala, so Lama, they look the same. Lama's way of dressing, color of the shandabs are kind of a little bit worn out, you know, and then shandabs are high up, not down, high up before at Baksa, but later it changed, but high up, you know. Then Geshe Topten is also high up, not up to the knee. Not like Scottish dance, not like Scottish dance. What do you call this? Huh? Killed and kind of comes a knee. No, not that. But you know, higher than normal monks. You know, higher. So they look similar, kind of a little bit similar, their dress and anyway, it's not inside the camp, but outside, way up towards Bhutan, you know, go up quite far, and it's all Lal Bangla. In their past, I think, when the British you know, I think maybe the leaders, they stay, you know, house built with wood and a little better house. And so there was the Papanga incarnation of the Papanga Tejinimbo who wrote their liberation poem in your hand. Not only that, but there's many teachings on Sutra Tantra, many teachings. So, incredible commentaries of Tantra, you know, Hiruka and Tarachitaman, unbelievable. So, anyway, and then Dumbo Rinpoche from, you know, who worked for Tibetan House in Delta, Dumbo Rinpoche, and many Khor Lamas there, Incan Lamas. So, they are, yeah, the Geshe Tudendachi, who was abbot, first abbot Laudo, ordained. We ordained the first school, couple monastery, the monks, all regional Laudo, we ordained. I was the measuring the time, you know, the Tugulab, and so the measuring time, and he was the abbot, and we ordained. The very first monk, a couple monk at Laudo, very first school. So there's still some monks there's still some monks who are, didn't disrobe or didn't, who didn't disrobe, still monk, there's so some, and yeah, so, one monk, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, he died in 2020. It's also from there, the first time. While he was fixing mask, the monks' religious dance, he was, I think maybe he was a good one. I think he was fixing the mask upstairs at not the second story, not third story, the fourth story thing, way up there. So he was making, while he was fixing a painting, then he suddenly died. He was holding brush, the mask is here, mask, he was holding brush. Then there's no heart attack, nothing. Then suddenly passed away. He's always holding brush so easily. No heart attack, nothing, no other sign. Just that. But then I asked one question to one lady, Sherpa lady, who I think, I don't know, it's the Tema, this protector Tema comes out. That's what sounds. So then she said, Tundoji is born in Tibet, and he will be only thing Dharma, religious person. Only thing Dharma, even in next life. So that's kind of that does fit that explanation to his life, because he lived since being a monk and from Laudo, from that time up to now, he lived upon very fortunate didn't get to the West. Even New York, just New York, we have altogether 80, even just New York, the ex-monks, nuns, together 80 of them in just New York. So each time I come there, mainly I go there to get room oral transmission of Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Lama from Demo Monastery who lived in New York. So, the different teachings. So to get the room oral transmission. Then by the way, I tell them we go for picnic, and so we did 3-time picnic at the beach. But my purpose of going to picnic was easy area to gather. Of course, they enjoy picnic. So, to plant the seed of enlightenment in their mind. I mean, they're giving room for the different precious teachings of Buddha, and they're giving talk of Dharma. That's my main reason. So that's easy to gather in the picnic, you see. So like that. So anyway, I'm not going to talk details. It'll take time. Then finish by that. Today we'll finish by that. The beach, we did 3 times. And, first time at the room of the Ayar Sangha Sutra, but the second time I did a consultation with the sick people and different people, you see, was consult. And then afterwards, they have quite a number of children. They have children, but I thought to advise because they are Buddhist. So, you know, how to help the children, so unbelievably important. They have opportunity to create unbelievable good luck, marriage, being born in the Buddhist family. So, open mind to Buddha Dharma Sangha. So I was saying they have to meditate in the prayers, and then the simple things of prayers, and then make offering, emphasizing so important to let them to make chocolate or candies, whatever offering to whatever statue they have in the shrine, they have in the altar. So think real, then can possible. Then make offering biscuit, whatever, every day. Possible 2 times, the morning, evening, if not then one time in the morning. So I mean, you know, when morning or evening, one time. Then they collect meditate. So I said, so later they don't have parents don't have to worry. They collect unbelievable meditate. So anyway, so then that's the subject will go that side, but so anyway, so therefore, unbelievable to cause enlightenment up to happiness of this life, happiness of future lives, you know, hundreds, millions, billions, happens, unbelievable happiness, success, then good birth. And then you see liberation was sometimes, then enlightenment, cessation of obscurity, completion, realization. But then you bring numberless sentiments from the ocean, sometimes they bring to enlightenment. But so you know, so then. Amazing. So I said, parents, later, the parents don't have to worry whole life for them, you know, their education, their health, worry. So they later, because so much unbelievable up to them, so they take care of them. They will have success for themselves. Unbelievable success. All the wishes get fulfilled. Parents don't have to worry. Parents don't have to worry at all. So then my talk went to university education project that we had. So it took time. So I didn't have time to the calling Lung of the calling Guru from far, but Kyabje Lama there's a little bit longer one. I would go to Lung for them, but it didn't happen. They had to go to work tomorrow morning. So that then this is you know, I have during New York time I have blessed waters and make prayers, and then you see when you go to ocean. You mix, you put water in the ocean, and you make prayers dedicated to all the animals in the Pacific Ocean. All the animals and then purify the negative karma, and they achieve higher birth and the mid-dharma and achieve enlightenment. So for that, so I had to do that. So. That was second time. Third, then the last time, then I brought three tangas, very good. The art, excellent. It doesn't belong to me, it belonged to the nun whose house I was staying, Yangzhen. So I brought it in the beach, in the tent. That was not because I'm attached to kind of altar and this, not that. They might think that. but I didn't. I brought, but I didn't finish explaining how the holy object statue was so unbelievable, most benefits. That didn't get the time. So third time I brought. Then from very beginning I explained how they're so precious to collect after enlightenment merit. So you process your second you make any offering after enlightenment. Unbelievable. So so I finished that. I did that right from beginning for them to understand, so that in the house, so that they put the effort to not just custom, have statues, I'm Buddhist, not just that. Really, really understand purpose. So the children, you see, to do that, so they have a great opportunity. So anyway, came the I began the Dhammankara Sutta, Dhammankara Sutta, Bhajakara Sutta, Lung, and then they some excellent young nuns they did dance. They did dance. I don't know, the Tsum or Sherpa or Tsum dance, and they did. So they all enjoyed. We enjoyed. They enjoyed. So that's what made it to help Dharma for them to not waste their life. To not waste their life. If sooner or later death will happen, then only then they will wake up. Oh, I didn't get to practice, I didn't get to retreat, I didn't get to purification, I didn't get this and that, but there's no time. You die with so much regret, you see, nothing. So to not happen that soon. What did I say now? What is that? So then not only the people there, but also people from outside. Also we have a center on Shantideva Center in New York, so the people come, they came, and also outside people come. So that I forgot now. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much. I lost. So Lama asked to him, Geshe Topten Sarame, Dhamsala. So he lives on the mountain. So he leaves the mountain, the ascetic monk renounced his life. So they asked what's the definition of Kaswara. Practicing holy Dharma. So Lama's Geshe Topten said, more, you see, in your heart, the future life is more important than this life. It's in your heart, thinking the future life, obtaining happiness, future life is more important than this life. But Lama wasn't completely accurate with that. But Lama thought maybe even abandon self-chasing thought. Lama said that. However, so this here Nagarjuna is saying that so equalizing the four desirable object, four undesirable object, equalize. So then incredible peace, happiness in your heart. There's a happiness Dharma. The great yogi Ling Repa, the Nyingma great yogi, Kyabje Ling Repa, great yogi Ling Repa said, Kowa namdo ka tongena, jikden choje ji rolanju, ture jisuru nga chitanda, lama ronyo chitan ture ze. So this, to his guru, he's requesting to his guru to be in Tibet instead of going pilgrimage or in India. So he is requesting his guru. I think the guru is the great, the Satya. I think the great Lama Choe Papa. I think Choe Papa. Tibet was pieces. Then during his time, the King dynasty, of course China is so powerful. So Tibet was pieces. It didn't belong to China. It didn't belong to the King dynasty. But King dynasty, maybe disciple of the Lama, could be like that. So however, King dynasty, one of the King dynasty, offered whole Tibet, which was in pieces, all made offering to the Choe Papa. This thing is Satya, I think Choe Papa. So great, unbelievable Lam. So this one was Kowa Namdo Tongjenas. In the city of Samsara, in the city of the superstition. There is the Jigden Choje Rolanju, the cop the Kasa. Roland? Zombie. The zombie of the elderly Dharma. Elderly Dharma runs in the city of superstition. Zombie of the elderly Dharma runs, runs. So busy they run around you. To the Jews there is the very terrifying cemetery. There is the so it means not there, so yeah. It's not somewhere here. Kowa namdo ka tongxena, jiden choje ki rolangju. To the Jews, there is the very terrifying cemetery. Lama Ronyo Chitana truth. If the guru want to equalize the eternal Dharma, please do that. So it doesn't have to go to India. There's one page, many of this Spend gurus to be in Tibet. So I just mentioned. So see, what tortures our life? What tortures our life? And then you say, why we need to practice Dharma? Why you should meditate? Why you should practice Dharma? Then this is the basic things. Then we understand. If we understand this, then we know what is Dharma, Holy Dharma. So what there's service offerings and like. When there's no service offering, then dislike, unhappy, dislike. Then when there's a comfort, then like. When there's if one didn't get, then dislike the life situation. When there's a reputation, like. when the revolution didn't happen, dislike. When somebody prays you, like. Then somebody criticize you, dislike. So the age-old Dharma. So to practice, to be able to practice Dharma, to be able to practice holy Dharma, then you need to equalize the age-old Dharma to your mind. You would have equalized to your mind. So now, so need so if one cannot renounce age-old Dharma, then leave it aside. What do you do? What do you practice? What do you do with the bodhisattva mind? Leave it aside, it becomes Dharma, holy Dharma. Sorry. Sorry. Whether you are studying Dharma outside or in the monastery, debate, extensive study, extensive scriptures, sutta, tantra. So expert in debating, and your famous name Laramba Geshe, or they start how many times you recite the extensive scriptures for the tantra by heart, or or teaching, writing, whatever you see, or even retreat. If you haven't given up age-old Dharma, then besides what you do, becoming Dharma, besides that, even draw of the lower realm, the hell hungry God's animal, is difficult to stop. Draw, because if you didn't give up age-old Dharma, then open the door for the lower realms. Open the door for the hell hungry God's animal, lower realms. Even you are involved all this, all the time here Dharma, talking Dharma, all the philosophy, all the deep subjects, very elaborate, like that. So if we didn't give up age-old Dharma, then open the door of the lower realm. So difficult to burn Dharma, holy Dharma. What do you do? Then difficult to even to stop the door for the lower realm, to burn the lower realm. So therefore one had to equalize the age-old Dharma in order to practice Dharma. So So they might come again later. Pastor introduce. The Kadam Fundature, 10 innermost jewel of giving up this life, means attachment to this life. I remember, sorry, I'm going to mention Pero is an old student. Pero, old student. So I think yes, that's okay, I mentioned. So he read Miller Rinpoche's life story in the West. He read Miller Rinpoche's life story. Some people, Lama Govinda book, or some people, Miller Rinpoche life story, going to person karma. That's only 2-3 books, not much in the West, early times. When the drug, when the explosion of the drug, explosion of LSD and all the things. So during that time, so he read a Miller Rinpoche life story. So he thought, just giving up everything is the practice. He thought. So I think he gave up everything, and then came to the east. Peru, came to the east. So they told me the story. So he came to the east. Was by reading the life story. He gave up everything there. Came to the east. But I think and then when he arrived Khapa, he has very thin yellow cloth, very thin, very not even like this, not even like that. This is quite thick. Very thin yellow dress. In when you stand, you can see through. In this early time, first time when I came. But you see, the probably now different, yeah. For many years, but you see, giving up is really the meaning is not material, it's the attachment to this life. Because from there, all the problems came. All the problems you cause others to experience, to give problems to others. All the problems come from the attachment to this life. So that's why when you give up this, there's incredible peace, happiness. There's incredible happiness, dharma, peace. So that's that. See, but I think he read me a little bit of story then. So just give up. So anyway, that's his life. Yeah. They maybe didn't understand completely what means renunciation. So, okay, I mentioned this. So, 10 innermost jewel, so there's 4 reliance and 3 vajra and punye topsum. Katore punye metal the pu. How do you say? From the human group, you are out of the human line. Metal the pu, human group. Huh? No, not right. Yes. Expulsion from the human group, human line. Then reach Chittle Nyek, reach the dog's line. Then huddle top. So then reach the level of the what you attend is the Deva's huddle top, Deva's level. What you achieve by doing that. So, but of course that means enlightenment. So the 10 animals do. So the four reliance, the Lobu Cholate. So your aim of the mind, rely on Dharma. Lobu Cholate. Your aim of the mind, rely on Dharma. Lobu Cholate. So what is saying is that what it's saying is that this time we have received perfect human body. So difficult to find again, but what is found now is so meaningful as I described already. So three great meanings you can achieve. You can achieve, every year, every month, every week, every day, every hour, every minute, every second. Three great meanings with this, even the second. So the third one, great meaning, enlightenment, as I told already. So one has found this one time, just about one time. This do not last a long time. And this is definitely die. And one they definitely die, and when that death happens, uncertain. And you see, see, this is the reality. This is the reality. But you see, business in the world, business people, common people, don't think this danger there, but they never think you're dead. Even you see your family dying, but don't think you're. Most people don't think you're dead. Oh, so even your family died already. Father, mother, or brother, sister, or some died. But you see, you do the same thing and don't think about your death. Well, most people. Well, some different. Some because of that, then you realize you are in the same situation. Then you see you meet. Then then you meet Dharma, you learn Dharma. You see, you learn Dharma, until one things change. But you see general people in the world. And of course, some people is like this, but people in the world, they don't know. They're so difficult to learn Dharma. What should one do? No idea at all. No education at all. No opportunity at all. You see, no opportunity. Well, most people in the world, no opportunity to learn, to meet Dharma, to learn Dharma. No opportunity. So, as usual, business or whatever. So it will die. So no preparation, nothing done. So you see, when you know you're going to die, then so much regret. Then you see, so much regret. And then, people, even they believe no reincarnation. Even they believe no reincarnation, even they say, even the intellectual believe, but you see, if you create much negative karma, you naturally feel there's something very heavy you're going to suffer. You feel from the heart. From the heart, you feel there's something very terrifying. Something very terrifying is going to happen. You feel that. Even though intellectually say, oh, there's no reincarnation, there's no karma, all that, you see. I noticed that. You have to understand. There are people who naturally feel that. Not that somebody said. No, you naturally feel the result of negative karma, you see. So that. Then because some people is not sure whether it's reincarnation or not, you see, like that. So anyway, so like that. So even people who are studying Dharma, you see, day and night hear Dharma, debate, debate or doesn't debate or some other situation, whatever. But do not think that you're dead. So, you see, never think that. It's like the people who never met Dharma. It's like you never met Dharma. So you don't think that, your own death. You never made preparation for that. Even though you're studying lots of kind of philosophy, so this, but not making preparation for your death. And purifying the karma. So anyway, so like that, so then you see, when you come to know the dying, then so much regret, no happiness, so much fear, worry. So therefore, so that. Therefore, when the death happens, there is nothing can benefit except holy Dharma. Except holy Dharma. That is your mind, which is a virtue, positive, not negative, positive, pure. Pure, because pure, not possessed by the attachment to this life. And more pure, not possessed by the attachment to the next life, samsara. Not possessed by substation thought, bodhicitta, renouncing bodhicitta. Not possessed by ignorance, root of samsara, as I described yesterday. It's not as deep with so, you see, Dharma is something outside, no? Your virtuous mind. So then, you see, after then, you're in your mind in tantric realization, you see? The generates completion, what? On. So, so there's nothing else benefited. All those age-old dharmas, your famous doesn't help. Doesn't stop the fear, worry, all the concern. It doesn't stop. Namravaja are famous in the world. So they have a reputation. Even you have a billion people. Even you have a surrounding servant, brilliant servant, helping you, doesn't help. It doesn't stop. The fear, worry, and all that, death. You see, the Katsure, fear of death, all that. And then the next life, can't. If the body stops, but the mind will continue. The mind will continue to mind consciousness. The sixth consciousness, all the continue. Is it continue? It continued from past life to this life. The past life continued from the past life. So from beginning to the birth. So now this goes to next life. All that is internally actualized for noble truth. Then is endless rebirth, death, endless samsara. You see, experiencing oceans of sickness and suffering, endless. So like that. So all this worry, fear, or they're going to face the next life after consciousness live from here after the, or then so nothing can stop. All the things. No matter how much wealth, they have been billion, trillion, all at that time, beggar has to leave the stick, stick to walk and to be the dog or whatever. They have to leave from even stick, the beggar. Similar, the billionaires, children leave everything, even the body that cherishes the most. The numberless helping down, hungry gods, numberless animal, numberless, he may be swearing, damage, the numberless. They're always huge. Always, my body, cherish the most. Because you kill others. You kill others, let others suffering, but to get happiness for this body. For your body, for you, the body. So cherish the most among all this, even this. Even this have to doesn't benefit, have to leave. And the surrounding people, family, all you have to leave them. They have to leave all the possession, no matter how much you have. So. At the death time. So only thing what help benefit the Dharma. So that Lubu Cholate. So your mind is your aim or your mind rely on Dharma, the most important. Okay. So then Chobutante. Then Dharma aim of Dharma rely on beggar. Chabota, Emutama rely on beggar. You should look the Kata translation in Amachu. What is mentioned? Is something what I say similar or different?
I should entrust the depths of the Dharma to the beggar.
No. Aim of the Dharma rely on beggar. So that is this thinking, you see. If I don't make means of living, if I don't obtain means of happiness, to achieve happiness for this life, and then if I do Dharma, but without obtaining happiness for this life, without any even the condition to practice Dharma, without condition Dharma, and just if I become beggar, no, cannot be. I cannot be beggar. Only good if I become beggar. So you do mind things like that. Then if I become beggar, so I might become beggar. So afraid of being beggar. So then you see, then you think, thing you see, I bear hardships. I bear hardships to practice Dharma. Even I become beggar, let me become beggar. It's okay. The food, clothing, the food, clothing things, just not rich quality, but just enough, So, food and clothing, just enough. Just by begging, you get by begging. I live on that. I can live on that. Then, the main thing, what I should do then, because I practice Dharma. By begging, live the life by begging, survive the life by begging, the just enough food or clothing, then practice Dharma. All that. You see. So the aim of Dharma rely on beggar. It's that. See, the thinking that worried that I will become beggar, that is, you see, that becomes an obstacle to practice Dharma. So you see, then think like that. You see, what I said now. Then by being hardships to practice Dharma, even I become beggar, let it become beggar, then live the life by begging, surviving by begging, just enough food, clothing, and then then I will practice Dharma. So meaning that. So aim of the beggar rely on death. So that what that it means. Within we think, you see, I must collect some material. I must collect some material. If I become beggar and try to practice Dharma, then I won't be able to complete my life. There's no way I can live my life, continue my life. I might die without food and clothing. You might think, you see, I might die without food and clothing. So then what you should think is, in so many past lives, previous lives, I didn't give up my life for Dharma, for holy Dharma. Never give up life. You see, so many past lives. Didn't give up my life to Dharma. So goes to achieve the happiness for this life. You see, for some sort of happiness, I give up my life numberless times. People climb a mountain. No matter how much dangerous, people climb Mount Everest. For example, you see, for reputation, to get reputation. So, especially in the West, do all kinds of things to get happiness for this life. For example, you get out of airplane, you carry rucksack, parachute, and then people you hold somebody else's hand like this, they go around, and then some people drops down, maybe they die, drops down, they don't show, the probably person dies. You know? So, hold on that, this, that, all kinds. Then they tie with their two hands, they can't, of course, mosquitoes fly, mosquitoes, the insects fly. But the human can, of course, treatment, by development, of course, fly, but like Milarepa, like that, you see. I heard in Burma that 3 monks are flying. I met one abbot in Taiwan. He went to Burma and he saw 3 monks flying. So I think they achieved their meditations. She named this firm contemplation, something. The 3 monks flying, he saw. So so then you see a hand tied with the glider, and then run with the wings, run, but sometimes unsuccessful, and break your legs or then try anything, anything in the world, then. All the funny things, and then so you see, so it's so dangerous, but you still do it. You give a life for that pleasure of this life, not the Dharma, not Dharma happiness, just pleasure. So you see, from beginningless, we sacrifice our life for some sort of happiness, some sort of pleasure. This liability, you see. Numberless time we give up our life. So you see, even like so dangerous your life, but you go to still, even though you can be killed. So dangerous, but you still go. There's so many things in the world that people do. So that. So it says, this time you see, so in the past life, in so many past lives, and I didn't give up my life for Dharma happiness, for Dharma, holy Dharma. So therefore, this time, I practice Dharma, and if I die for Dharma, it's okay. It's Choe. This time, I practice Dharma, if I die, that's good, worthwhile, that's worthwhile. So you see, practice Dharma is from here up to enlightenment. It's a happiness. You see? All the next life, I don't know, 100,000, millions, all the happiness, all the future lives. Then liberation of something, then enlightenment. You see? Happiness, the Dharma happiness. So for to achieve that up to enlightenment, you see, the Dharma, holy Dharma, then even you die for that, it's good, worthwhile, So then thinking, worldly people, beggar, everyone have to die. You see, in the world, anyone who is born, rich, billionaire, trillionaire, beggar, everyone have to die. So after birth, have to die. So like similar like plants, grew, have to die. So So you see, as long as you are under the control of delusion karma, you have to die. So, so it says, you see, to become rich, then you collect so much negative karma. So, to harm others, sentient being cheated, so on, so on, so on, so on, so much, so. Then you see, to become rich, then you see, then you die. Better than that, you bear the hardships to practice Dharma. You bear the hardships to practice Dharma, then you die. Bear the hardships to practice Dharma, then die. Then great success, as I explained before. Great, you achieve great success. So for Dharma, if I become cold, Chakrishina, if I for Dharma, if I die being cold, if I die by being hungry, I never give up Dharma. Never give up Dharma. So you energize your mind. So now the next one, aim of your death. This is just before is aim of the beggar rely on death. Now this one, aim of the death rely on dry cave. So what it's saying, then, if I don't have any possession, then when I get sick, I become old. So many times, for example, I've seen many parents, they have children, and when they're a little bit older, then they rely on the children will look after them. Children will look after them. So this is a kind of a main hope. So when I get sick, when I get old, even during the time of death, I need people serve me. I need people serving me. And at least even to bring the crops, after that, to bring my crops, to bring my crops to at least who I can help to bring my crops to the crops. At least that during service, one thing like that. So even concerned about we have concern, worry about is not even that there's nobody to carry my corpse, to the cemetery. So even thinking that is a mind attached to this life. Even that. Then also worry, fear of expenses. I don't know in the East, but to die in the West is very expensive. And to die, maybe birth is not expensive, but birth maybe not expensive. But to die in the West is so expensive because the box, what's the name of the box? Coffin costs a lot of money. Then you have to buy land there. In the cemetery, buy land. Now the land, now some people, so land is finishing. So in Australia, I was doing a retreat, and then I was listening to radio because one student was the speaker. She has 6,000 or people like that. 60,000 people. So I was listening how she was struggling. So there was news about now they don't have animal land, at the cemetery, run out. And so anyway, so expensive in the West to die. Well, to that way, death becomes so expensive. So the concern of that. So instead of just burning, just burning and finish. So like that, yeah. So he said, even to live up to old age, you live for a long time after old age is not definite. Not definite long life, you see, to you, and actually reality. So therefore, practice Dharma without anybody looking up to you. You die in the dry cave, Chobakambo. You die in the dry cave without anybody looking up to you. Like dog dead. Whether the body get maggots. Even this body gets full of maggots, like the dog, full of maggots, whatever happens. I mean, your mind is not there left, so what? Whatever happens. So, without being attached to all this, in the solitude, I go to whatever happens to me, after the body, like dog dead, that. So without a helper, whatever happens, anyway, I go to solitary place to practice Dharma. But here it's a solitary place, that general idea. But a monastery studying Dharma, that doesn't matter, in the monastery or not monastery. Doesn't have to be only solitary place in mountain, doesn't have to be only that. So you can think of monastery, that, or the Khazori, for those who are not, not Sangha, then you just wherever you are, just there, you see. So that main thing is the main thing is the attachment. Is to be free from attachment to them, which gives all the problems, to you and to others, to the family, to others. Not all people, even animals. Now those four is done. Now the three Vajras. The first Vajra, Temen Dojo Mola Tang. The meaning is that Temen Dojo Mola Tangs. The uncatched Vajra as preliminary. So Rangatada. So you give up like this, attachment. Then you practice Dharma. But then you see, father, mother, brother, sister, all the friends, and they tell you, oh, don't go, oh, you'll have a hard time, blah, 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 you see, don't go, you'll suffer, you'll be, so difficult, this and this, blah, blah, blah. So, you see, but you see, your mind not weak, strong. So you say, oh, then it's, oh, I see, oh, then delay, don't go, don't go or delay or don't practice Dharma, you know. So the whole thing you stop. Because there's like they show so much loving you or so much kind of love attachment to you were so difficult, you'll suffer. Oh, hey, it's true. You know, this person loves me so much. But then you see, then get done Dharma practice. Oh, Dharma practice, you know, up to enlightenment, you know, making preparation, doesn't happen. So, see, so unable to delay, short tip into words, unable to delay, your mind is strong, and they can't, how much they say, but your mind is strong, unable to delay. Then, you know, kind of, those who, your heart, those who love you so much, and like a heart, you know, so close to your heart. Then even they cry, you know, with the sadness, even they cry, you know, but you see, but your mind never change. Doesn't get controlled by them, but never change, you know, even they cry. Never change, strong. No attachment, no attachment to them. How do you say I know one word from Omo, but I'm not forgetting. Dungsen. Appealed? No, I learned one word from Omo. Dungsen. What? Agony? Agony. Huh?
A-G-O-N-Y. Agony?
Yeah, maybe. I think Dungsim is like they tell you so much. If those who are you are so close to your heart, so like your heart, so very close. Then they say cry and then you see Dungsim is so your heart sort of they worry, you know, they're suffering, they worry. As agony?
Distress.
Agony?
Agony, okay. Distress?
Distress.
Huh?
Anguish.
Distress, but not. Huh?
Anguish.
What is anguish? Huh?
It's like pain in the heart.
Oh, okay. Anguish or attachment without anything. Then I go in a solitary place. But you see, some holy monastery starting, you know, you can use a monastery. That can be a solitary place, you know. I mean, you are. So it doesn't have your own going in the mountain. So I think I'll go to a solitary place and practice pure Dharma. So you decide. So that is the temen doje wala tang. So Bajra in the film uncatched means something catch. So something didn't catch. So and or Patamat, all the relatives, we are friends, or they don't go. Then you see, unable to catch by them. So, Temen Doje, but Doje the strong mind. So, it's preliminary. You see, so that Chenamda chapter, then by going there, the pure Dharma practice. Temen Doje, Sale, Temen Doje. Jealousy. Tell me to jealousy. So what is saying? Tell me. How is it? How do you translate? Tell me. Huh? What's tell me?
Without shyness.
Without shyness. Tell me.
Shame.
What's that? Tell me. Shyness. So you leave the you leave the shyness, you leave the Vajra without shyness. You leave the Vajra without shyness after. You should tell me to jealousy. So what is that? Oh, that is it. So now is it going by giving up this life, means the attachment to this life. You go. So other people, when you go by giving up this life, then other people, will tell me, oh, he is beggar. Don't him touch it. He's beggar, he's a wandering beggar, touch is kind of very extreme. People were thinking. People will talk, So how much they make fun or criticize to me, So chame kandashi chegang. So how much they dislike, put down, dislike, dislike, make fun, whatever they do. Even they say, oh, this is like God, they world God. See, this is Sata orders. I mean, maybe it's Buddha or something. This is so good. This person is so good, like Buddha or like means Deva or something. Put very high. Other ones bring down. Now this one, other people say, you're unbelievable, so good. No, Buddha or Deva. Or somebody say, you're so bad, like a ghost. Ghost, ghost. So bad. For me, no difference, whatever they say. For me, no difference. Then listening, you see, listening, this life, your friend or relative, see, something, your heart, or somebody whom like, so, because you see what the person tells, then you listen and then change, not practice Dharma. Not go to a solitary place and practice Dharma, or, not to monastery, anything. Not practice Dharma. So, in the face, you see what the person expressed, then you listen, then change your mind from practicing Dharma. So that's in the word Musung Chaba. So you see, protecting the face, Musung. So if you did that, then Musung, that's a Musung. So that is the Musung, you know. Then that is the originator of so many shortcomings from there. If you listen and change your mind from practicing Dharma. So you think all these are obstacles for me to actualize Dharma. These are obstacles. Other people saying, thinking, caring about this, you know, concerned, or that, or this. You see, obstacle for Dharma, for my practicing Dharma, actualizing realization in the path to enlightenment. You know, all these are obstacles. So therefore, I should renounce all this. So that's the the Vajra, which has no shyness, and live later. We know that. Now the third one, Ishidoji Rangdaro, accompany the transcendent wisdom Vajra with you. Chidatambe Tamjala Naya Mendawa. So what it's saying is this. What it's saying is this. Never pass away from the commitment. What you prepared. Never pass away from that. No, to practice Dharma. You see, renunciation. Or whatever you performed, never pass away from that. Then anything about this life, no essence, no meaning, then you totally abandon. Choe samba tembe chatan ruwanya wacheme. Then with a firm Dharma mind, then you see you live mind in Dharma, equal with your life. No matter how much you live, 1 year or 100 years or more than 100, however, your life longer and the Dharma is less. No, your mind in Dharma practice as long as your life live equal. So that one is called Satan Duanyamba. Your life and practice, your life and Dharma practice equal. Now the last three, then I'm finished. That's more clear. For example, Misalne Puba, Puba. So what do you use? Puba. Expulsion. Expulsion. Out of the human line, human group.
The translation is I should attempt to be out of line with the human being.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, basically, it's for my translation. Sorry. Well, it was helped. There was it was mainly my translation, but it's helped by what's her name? She lives in Schneeland. What's her name? Rajamoro's ex, Paula and Taylor. But it's my translation basically. So person wants explore out of the human line. So meaning this. by looking at the profession of this life as enemy, Dinang Punzola. So, in the profession of this life, by looking at the enemy, people who are looking this life, who are looking for this life, their happiness this life. You know, people who are higher, lower, anyone who are looking for this life, and attached to this life. So, your way of living, your conduct, your living life, not according to those people's view. It's like the mad. It's like the mad conduct. You know, mad, crazy, like conduct like that. But for in their view, because you are practicing Dharma, so you don't reckon what they like, what they go and what they like. So you don't. So for in their view, like you look like crazy. You are not crazy. Actually, they're crazy. But you see, in their view, because you don't do what they like, so they think you're crazy. So that's why you are out of the human line. Now the second one, reaching the line of the dogs. So you take the laws, the food, clothing, the reputation. Then for Dharma, how much hardship, hunger, thirst, how much you get, you bear hardships. Then third, the dog, so reaching the line of the dog, that. Now this Hadl Toba, achieving, by doing that, what you achieve, line of the devils. So meaning of that is, in the solitary place, you give up all the worldly activities. In the solitary place, you give all the worldly activities, and complete the practice. Then you achieve even the higher than devas, Buddha, higher than devas, Buddha you achieve in this life. Oh, so that's the achieving the line of the devas. So it says here, it's very important to remember in the mind. I mean, you don't need to worry about, if you do that, if you renounce this life and practice Dharma, and become beggar, you don't have to worry about, I might die by famine, so forth, so on and so forth, by famine and so forth. You see, you don't have to worry about that. Worldly beings who are attached in this life, worldly beings die, worldly beings die. When you attach it, so much concern this life, die. But real Dharma practitioner never die by hunger, so forth. Impossible. Why? Because kind compassionate Buddha Shakyamuni Buddha, when he became enlightened, he dedicated 60 times the world-turning king's merit. You see, Buddha promised to take birth 60 times, 60. No, 60 Mari. Tutti. Huh? Titu. 60,000 times he will take the birth of the world-turning king. So the merit from that, which the Buddha is correct, merit from that, merit left from that Buddha dedicated for us. The dedicated followers of Buddha's teaching. Those who are followers of Buddha's teaching, Buddha dedicated for us. So the followers of Buddha's teaching dedicated the leftover merit for condition for living, Choe for condition for living. In the Lotus Sutra, in the Lotus White Lotus Compassion White Lotus Sutra, it mentioned one Buddha generated Bodhicitta said, those who wear 4 inches of choker, there's a bird I saw in the Pandalama Lake when I was going to Pandalama Lake in Tibet. On the way, there's a Ling lake, small lake. So inside that, there's a true bird in the water, and their color is not so bright, not so bright like this, but kind of a little bit down. Saffron, but not bright saffron, but kind of down color. So that means the color. Those who wear the 4 inches of sugar, in my teaching, if they don't get food and drink as they think, like then he said, and Buddha said, if they don't get food and drink, then I have achieved Buddha. May I not achieve enlightenment? He made prayer. Only general bodhicitta. It is said in the future, in the world, famine happens, and then in the shop only buy grains, they measure tea. What tea? Tax. No. So tax. One tax filled with the pearls. Huh? Scale. Scale filled with the pearls, and tamba filled with the scales. One you need to change. You see, to get a tamba, you need to sell pearl, that much pearl, fill the scale. Oh, so when that time happens, but the followers of the Buddha never become poverty of means of living. And all the family lay people, even they have the plug on the land so small like size of nail. But my followers, they live in the renunciation, ordinary renunciation. They won't suffer poverty of means of living. So Buddha said that. So here, what's time?
10:45.
So, okay. So I start here. So we do talk. Okay. So Here, so here, you see, this should not come to know what means to practice Dharma. You really have to understand what means practicing holy Dharma. What is holy Dharma? What is old Dharma? What it means practicing holy Dharma? You have to have a very clear mind. So, you see, first of all, I'm going to talk a little more, but you see now like this, you can study in a monastery extensive the scriptures, Sutra, Tantra, debate, so expert in debate and all these things. But is it possible? I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying it's possible that, but you do not practice Dharma. But you do not practice Dharma. Please understand this. Do not practice Dharma because attachment to this life. Because social attachment to this life, not renounced at all. So nothing you do for that. So like even though you're so famous, scripture, explain, debate, all this, but yes, that is studying Dharma, yes. Studying Dharma, yes. But are you practicing Dharma, holy Dharma? That's a different question. You have to know that. Are you practicing holy Dharma? That's a different question. So, studying Dharma, yes. Yes. Something with our Buddha is taught. Studying that, yes. But are you practicing Dharma? That's a different question. But it's a good, it can be very interesting if you ask sometimes, not everybody, but sometimes those who are very learned through the Tantra, debate, everything, but once they ask, what means practicing holy Dharma? You ask, what means practicing holy Dharma? Ask. Then you will find out what the person normally think, or means practicing Dharma or not. It's very, it's a very, something most important. But you see, normally not so much teach, not so much taught that. Left not important. I don't know, but you see. So there can be somebody who does know this, how to practice Dharma, and study the whole thing, whole life, so famous, but maybe didn't practice in the holy Dharma, in the life. I'm not saying everything, I'm not saying everybody. There's many Bodhisattva, there are many great, but I'm saying possible sometimes. They are learned ones, but in the whole life, maybe didn't practice the holy Dharma. Because they didn't renounce this life, never renounced this life. You understand? Attachment. You have to understand. You have to understand. Studying Dharma, yes, but practicing holy Dharma. Practicing holy Dharma. Practicing Dharma, there's old Dharma, and there's another. You have to understand this. There's something to get to understand. Something to idea, but what means practicing holy Dharma. So how does most important? So this I stop here, but there's more things to say. Before Lama Zopa Lama Zopa Guru Yoga Lama Zopa. Okay. I think thank you very much.
we'll continue with LC 41.